welcome to Your Daily Balance, a podcast by Idaho Central Credit Union. We're here to introduce you to financial experts, as well as bring you tips and tricks to help you on your way to financial success. Today, we are joined by Wade Saunders. Hi, Wade.
Hey, Laura. How are you?
So good. We're happy to have you.
I'm happy to be here today.
This is going to be a fun interview. I'm excited. So tell me, what is your position at Idaho Central and how long have you been here?
So, Laura, I've been with the credit union 12 years.
Man.
And I'm the Senior Vice President of Consumer Lending. So all things loans.
That is great. Yeah, I mean, and we do a lot of them, right?
Yes, we do.
So you cover all loans, right?
Well, everything but mortgages.
Okay. And today we're going to talk about HELOCs. Mm-hmm. So can you tell us what a HELOC is before we get too far in?
Sure. Pretty easy. Home equity line of credit.
Okay. So when did you have your very first home?
Well, a few years ago now, but we were just barely married and we bought a condo close to the college that we're going to. And it was a little 2-bedroom condo and a quaint little place to live for sure.
Oh, that's great. And so now you have a different home.
Much better.
And I'm sure that you actually have some projects in mind for your home. What are some things that you're looking to do at your home right now? Like, what's your biggest update or fix that you want to do?
Well, I'm sure that my wife and I would probably disagree on what's at the top of the list, but I want to shop.
Ooh.
That's what I want to build over the next year. Yeah.
Very cool. Okay. So the greatest thing about home equity lines of credit is that you can use them for things like home improvements. So let's just talk about what kinds of things you can use your HELOC for.
Sure. Number one, I want to introduce a word, flexibility. Mm-hmm. That's why HELOCs are so awesome, is because they bring to the table your ability to go leverage and buy expensive things, toys, four-wheelers, jet skis, snowmobiles, all those things, but also do all the home improvements that you mentioned.
Right.
So if that means that you need a new deck or you want to build onto your house or you want a garage or all those things that you need in the house, like a new bathtub or those sorts of things, it's within your power to go use it for that.
Which is why it is called the last loan that you'll ever need, right?
Isn't that a perfect phrase?
I love that.
Me too.
That's how I can always remember, what HELOCs are all about. Because really, they last a long time. How long does a HELOC last?
So for 10 years is the draw period.
Okay.
And then you can sort of requalify if you wanted to. Or you can refinance your home and finance the balance into your first mortgage.
And then the payments, how are the payments determined? Because they're kind of special on a HELOC.
They are special, interest only. And so that's why a lot of people like them. So as they're doing those home improvements or making those big purchases, it's usually over time. It's not one big purchase right up front. They're building things or they're doing home improvements. So they don't want to finance it all at once and have that big, huge payment to deal with. Right. So it's interest only.
And the rates are reasonable.
Yes, probably. I think that's what's so attractive to a lot of people too, is because it is leveraged against your home. So it is going to be a better interest rate than what you'd get out there if it was like a signature loan or some sort of installment loan.
How would a person know if they have equity in their home?
Well, lots of ways. I usually look at my tax statement. Other than how much the taxes cost me, I see what my house is valued at. You can also look at Zillow and other websites that would help you give an idea of what your home is worth and what it's selling for around the market.
And then you would compare that to what is currently owed on your mortgage.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. You've got it.
Well, that's very good. So what's the process like for applying for a home equity line of credit?
Well, we try and make it easy, and more than one road gets you to getting an application to us. But that could be our online center. You can go online and apply. You can also walk into one of our branches or our call center. You can call in and submit an application that way.
And it's simple, fast too.
It is. We have a lot of information that we can pull long after we've talked to the member to get more data and to get you on your road to getting a HELOC.
Great. So what other things would you like to tell us that we haven't covered so far today?
Well, dang, I think the thing that I love most about HELOCs is that they typically carry a bigger limit. And so a lot of people in some way have a little pride. about that they have that flexibility to go out and do things, whether it's an emergency, which we know happens. That could be medical bills, for heaven's sakes, but it can also be for fun. And I think that's what our membership's looking for. And as you get a HELOC, I think you'll understand yourself why it is the last loan you ever need.
Yeah, because you can just use it, pay it down, and use it again.
That's right. Exactly.
Right. And
lots.
Very, very, very smooth. That's good. Is there anything else you want to add before we wrap it up?
No, I think that's about it. Good
We've
stuff.
covered it all. It is good stuff. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. And thank you for coming. And we will see you at our next podcast.